Government Affairs and Water. I'll combine the two of those. I think many people maybe have seen the news that we were able to have a exciting trip to Washington, D.C. this week with Councilmen Roberts and Councilmen Benefield to meet with the White House Intergovernmental Affairs staff to talk about water issues. We talked about Lago Vista's needs for funding for water infrastructure, but we talked about sort of larger what it's like to be a community like ours near such a high growth area like Austin, what that means and our considerations for the future of water availability and kind of the impact that city has on us and what we're having to look at. And then they had great advice for us, and they're going to actually reach out and make some connections for us with the EPA, with the Department of Interior and the Department of Ag. They all have different funding sources as well, and the EPA has technical assistance that we could apply for. That could be something like helping us apply for our state revolving funds, which we've done 2 years in a row on the wastewater side. We will do it for a third year in a row. I think we're probably going to be ready maybe this next year to start applying on the drinking water side for the state revolving fund. Being able to reach out to them, having that discussion, getting this media attention. I mean, that's all extremely helpful for us. That's Government Affairs 101. I'm able to take that message and take these articles and share that with Congressman McCall's office, who we also met with while we were in D.C. and talked to his staff about applying for the community project funding. You know, in some ways, in a nice, friendly way, it gives them a good shout out in the public that people know we are working with them, we intend to apply, but it's also a reminder to them that, hey, it's already out there that Lago Vista and us are working together. Just their approval to submit that for us is the first application, really, and I think that we've achieved that. I mean, I didn't hear anything, and I'll let Councilman Roberts and Benefield said otherwise, that they don't intend to, as long as there are community project funding next year, for us to be able to submit for that. So I felt really good about that, got more information about how to better improve that application process. They talked a lot about making sure that we're really itemizing how much money we're looking for and how much each of that's going to go for in the project, which I think a lot of that is already in our both of our master plans. So that's going to be beneficial. All together, I felt really good about it. We stopped by Senator Cornyn and Cruz's office as well, just to say hi, make introductions to the two other councilmen here. Every time I go to Washington, D.C., I try to meet with them and talk about Lago Vista. So on a whole, pretty excited about it. I think it was all very beneficial. I don't know that anyone in Lago Vista has gone to the White House to discuss these things before, so very appreciative and gracious of them to take that meeting with us. I'm able to get a lot of meetings, but even I was surprised that I was able to get that meeting, and I wanted to thank my fellow council members for being able to make the trip. I think it is more impactful when you have a delegation of others, and they both did a great job. So I'm pretty excited about where things are as we continue to tell our story and look for more funding, and hopefully these three connections to these other departments possibly lead to some other opportunities for us.
Thank you, sir.
Councilman Saum said, when we met with the White House, they had some excellent contacts that they were going to put us in contact with, which I think was fantastic. I particularly enjoyed the meeting with Congressman McCall's office. They promised to send us applications that had been previously approved and what amount was asked for and what amount they received, so that we could almost, I hate to use the word copy and paste, but we could see what they like, see what they don't like. They gave us time frames and time deadlines that we could look at and work towards. And I left there feeling with no assurance that we would receive money. I felt like we left that meeting like if there was ever a time that we were going to get money, it was this year. This is our year. This is our best foot forward left that room, and it was really exciting.
Yeah, thanks, sir.
So in D.C., echoing all the sentiments of Adam and Shane down there, it really was a great meeting, guys. And they were excited about the fact that we had a water and wastewater master plan. Mind you, obviously we still have the draft water master plan. We need to get that back as soon as possible, please. And we need to get this application in hopefully by April, I believe was the time frame specified. My takeaway was there was really a clear desire from all of these people, especially at the IGL at Congressman McCall's office, that they do want to help us, and I believe they will. And with Congressman McCall being the chair of the Foreign Relations Committee, he's a senior fellow in the House, and he can get a lot more of what he wants. So we also asked the question of the IGL office for the administration, how many other cities have they seen come before them? And they said only a couple in the last almost 4 years, and they were successful. So I think we'll be successful too for you guys. And I want to thank Councilman Saum for putting this together, and he reached out to us, and I mean, he knows what he's doing, and it was really a pleasure being there for the citizens of Lago Vista. Thanks for putting that together, Shane.
Yeah, thanks for coming.